Hi there, it's Leonard here. Alright, so today we'll be diving into how to use Clay to build our list from scratch. From scraping the leads or enriching the leads to creating personalized email messages to running them to your email sequencer like smartly, instantly. So before we dive into today's lesson, just want to give you guys a slight introduction. If this is your first time watching this, so previously I was an email copywriter, and then I transitioned into helping B2B businesses build go-to-market systems to increase the revenue per employee. And yeah, just want to share what I know about Clay and how to use it with the world out there. All right, without further ado, let's dive into today's lesson. So today we are breaking down one of the Google Ads agency in the United States called Black Propeller. Imagine this company, Black Propeller, is my client. So this is how I would build lists and enrich it with Clay. All right. So before anything, before we start the hands-on, the practical stuff reading Clay, the first thing we have to do is always market research. Just like in anything in marketing, it always starts with market research. So the most important thing is actually their results to really see who their ICP are. So if you don't know what's ICP, ICP just means ideal client profile. So within their results page, there's a ton of case studies. We can use any one of this to really create a very good go-to-market strategy and then reach out to the businesses and show the value proposition. That's one of the good thing about outbound. Your ICP might be thinking of Google Ads agency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but those are just like thinking phase and they haven't really take action. But if you are the one reaching out to them, you can really increase your chances of closing them instead of waiting for them to book a call with you guys. So this is the dynamic of outbound leads generation. Yeah. Right, so back to this. As I said, there's a lot of case study on the website itself. There's law firm, e-commerce, mortgage loan and all this. But today we are just gonna focus on this one case study, which is a rental car. What we're gonna do is we'll be working backwards using this and then finding their ICP. So here are the results: over 100k MRR, previously 42k MRR. Then we talk about all the strategies here. This is important, but for now we're gonna focus in the basic stuff like the revenue before and revenue after, because these are the main things that we're gonna use in our copy. The industry that they are in is automotive, and the potential keywords are car rental, rent a car. So just keep this in mind because we're gonna use it when we are transitioning to the things in Clay. So that's about it. There's a lot of stats right here. You can probably use it when you're kind of testing for your value proposition, but I'm gonna skip this for now. If you're doing this for your business, please study all these things because statistics are really useful to craft compelling copy that stands out among your competitors. Alright, so let's go to Clay right now. So this ICP, car rental, is more of a local business. Decision maker like the owners or the managing director, these people aren't really on LinkedIn. What we'll do is through Google Maps search in Clay. There's this really cool function in Clay that lets you to search for local businesses using Google Maps. If you were to start from scratch, you just go to add and then find local businesses using Google Maps. It's exactly the same as mine over here. Then you have to input the location that you're targeting, let's say New York City. Then you can play with this, adjust along, then you can zoom in, zoom out to adjust the radius that you want to target. Then business or search type. So either you search business types and then there's so many different businesses that you can search for. Yeah, either you search by this or search by free text. For example, car rental. It's exactly how you search on Google. They'll put this this phrase onto Google and then search it for you. They can adjust the number of results right here. After you have searched that, it will come up with all these things: name, Google Map, website, phone, address, ratings, reviews. So it will stop here. So all these things from enrich company onwards is like a thing that you have to do it yourself, right? So how do you do this? So you click enrichment, enrich company. So you click this. And just put in the domain. Yeah, and then continue fields. or if you want to have certain segmentation, like for example, you just want the domain of those ratings below 4, which is like this. So you can just simply put in only apply if ratings below 4 or something along that line, right? So column will run, no, because it's above 4. So those below 4, then they will run, and then yeah, all these things. So you just click onto output, it's correct, save formula, and then you have the exact thing coming out, right? So that's like for enrichment for company. Then after you have enriched the company, there's so many information here. So I'll just put out those that you need, which mainly is description. All right, so 𝗪𝗪 is like a web scraping tool integrated within Clay, and then all you have to do is use Clay credits to run this enrichment. This is like the great thing about Clay. If the API keys or the certain tool is too expensive, like Apollo or 𝗪𝗪, if they're like really damn expensive, what you can do is you can utilize the credits within Clay to run this enrichment. That will save you a lot of cost. So 𝗪𝗪 is a web scraping tool that when you give them your domain, right, they'll dive into the website and get everything they need out into here. So previously I was doing like average company and then just want to try 𝗪𝗪 out. So, and then to get the description, see if there's anything or any difference between these two. After getting the description, I just do some verification, because in case the company isn't like car rental, it's like some other company that isn't our ICP. So like this one, yeah, so it's a lot about train stuff. So after getting the description from 𝗪𝗪, and then I made this like car rental verification over here to really see if, so based on the name and description, output true if the company does have car rental, output false if the company does not have. So this one really helps you dive into the list and then segment out who are not your ICP, and then keep those who are your ICP, which is what I'm doing right here. Right, so the next thing is after we have enriched the company, we already know who's our ICP. We already segment out who are the bad apples and then who are the good ones. Then the next thing is to enrich people within the company. So what we're gonna do here is really specific. We don't want marketing assistants, admin guy, or some other dudes. We just want the owners of this company. So what we do is we go to an enrichment, then enrich people from Google search. Alright, so you just click this and then you'll get this thing out. So you just put in name, the name of the company, and then owner, and then you just put in this LinkedIn dot, and then so really we need this LinkedIn URL is because we want to scrape their work email address, because some people do have their email address on LinkedIn, then some do not have, like we can see here. So then after that we have enriched the person, and then we got the name, then we got their first name by doing some work here. So output first name from the full name and then normalize it. So by normalizing it, you will like turn this Richard into like low caps except for the R. That's the good thing about this, and all these things are free within Clay. Then when it comes to find email, I personally prefer Lead Magic, but you can use the waterfall enrichment within Clay, which is over here, waterfall work email. Then there's like a ton of tools that combines within Clay. How this works is, in case this is your first time using this, to find email, then they will find the work emails. If there isn't any work emails, then they'll run it through the second one, which is Lead Magic, and then if they still can't find it, then they'll run to Prospect Contact Hunter, People Data Labs. So after they got their email, then they will automatically validate it for you. So what I did here is I validate it with debounce, but the results was kind of weird, so I run it through 0 bounces again, and then I found out that most of the emails catch all, which is risky emails. There's like a few more tools out there to revalidate your catch all. So what they'll do is they will send email directly to the recipient, and then if it bounces back, then they will mark it as a no-no for you. After validating email, I found out that there's 4 empty boxes. What I did next was to run the personal email enrichment. So if you go to personal email, I ran a waterfall here. Yeah, so if you go to waterfall personal email, there's like 5 tools right here. But sometimes after they got the email, they still continue running because this isn't verified kind of email, so they won't give you this kind of results. So they'll just mark it as like empty for you. Then yeah, so I got the personal email, I got the work email, So now the next thing is to merge these two into one column. So add column, yeah, merge columns. They just put in the two fields. So for mine, right here, okay. I just put in validated email. So I have this one column here because I don't want to just put like for this I don't want to just put like this because some emails right here could be invalid. So what I did is I create another formula right here to say if status is valid, output the address, the email address. Then if the email is invalid, then they won't output here, right? So that's about it. So when I merge the columns, I just input the two things right there, and personal email, which is this column. Then you will get all the emails right here. Then yeah, so that's about it from scraping leads to finding the local businesses on Google Maps to enriching those companies to see whether those companies are even our right fit before we find the people within those companies. And then next is to enrich the people, find the decision maker through another Google search, and then we go into finding their personal emails and work emails. Yeah, so the next thing is to craft message, right? So after we do our market research, reverse engineer the case study, and then build the list. So the next thing is crafting personalized email. Alright, so what I have here is the subject line. So I just put in this template, then just put in this variable and all these things. Sometimes it will just give random answers here and there. So I want to make sure that I maximize the chances of getting the right answers. So I'll just put in like extra note here. And then yeah, that's about it. Then just save it and run 10 rules. Yep, so this is what I got here over here. Then yep, and then okay, so personalized email. So we got the subject line. So next is the body copy. What I learned is that the thing that really matters is the value proposition, and it doesn't make sense to put in a ton of personalization at first, but the most important one is always the first line here. So what I have is a clay template. So all you have to do is to go to company mission to write first line. So what it needs is just the description we got from the web scraping tool to generate this company mission. Apply template over here. Then this is what you will have. So strictly follow on how, because they give me like read answer at first for one of the inbox. So one of the things that you have to take note here is because it's like when you're having this outreach at scale, if 1 out of 10 outputs here is kind of weird, then you do it at scale, you can imagine how many more wrong answers that you have. So it's good to perfect your first 10 or first 20 or first 30 before you start scaling to hundreds and thousands, so that you wouldn't waste your energy later on and your money as well. So after I generate the personalized emails, so I will have like here they will say, I was on your site and saw you prioritize customer service, making rental cars increase a smooth and friendly experience. And then here I saw prioritize stress-free rental experience with caring and passionate teammates. Okay, so it's pretty great. And then what I want here is I want them to put all this together in an email form. So what I do is go to enrichment again, then use AI, and then you have this thing again. Then within that thing, I'll just input. Okay, here's the email copy. So first name, personalized email. Then if I could show you how we can decrease your PPC by 30% and add 50k MRR to your business without hiring in-house expert, just like how we did for our Falcon car rental, which is the car rental that we broke down just now. Then would you be interested in speaking? Regards, Leonard. Just reply no thanks if you're not interested. So I just told them to help me piece all this together into one new column. So here's what I got, but it's pretty messy because like I don't want this redundant words. So I had another help me to remove any redundant words. So and then have like a breaks over here. So this is like extra notes for them. Okay, then here's what I got. Yep. Hi Bill, I was on your site and then if I could show you. So automatically they have like all these things combined together. And then this is where you can start sending to your email sequencer. Just select smart lead, then add account, then you can just input your smart lead API, and then choose your campaign ID, then the email address. Yeah, so if you need to create new custom fields for subject line, body copy. Okay, yeah, so then this will like automatically give you the thing, so that you can just automatically add these things to your campaign. So same for the leads, they'll just automatically move the leads, the first name and information, the company details, all to smart lead, and then all you have to do in smart lead is to click launch, and then that's it. Yep, I didn't really took out all the information in the company details, but if you were to run this campaign for you, just remember to take out all this company info, so you can add them into smart lead over here as custom fields. Yeah, so that's about it. That's how you build leads of local businesses in your area, and then from scripting it to enriching it to have this custom email messages to them, then send it to them through your email sequencer. So if you find value in this, make sure you subscribe down in my channel below. See you later.